Namaste, everyone. Good morning, this beautiful Sunday morning here in Hyde Park, New York. This morning we're going to do a practice for healthy digestion. And by that I mean not only physical digestion, which is the core of a strong, vital immune system and physiology, but also digesting experiences. There are a lot of news coming in these days that requires really strong digestion. So the mudra we're going to use this morning is called Pushan. The left hand, your left hand, the thumb touches the tip of the middle and the ring finger. Your right hand, the tip of the thumb touches the index and the middle fingers. I hope you can see that. And the hands are held with the palms facing down on your lap. If you have normal digestion, if you have very slow digestion, you can turn the palms upward and that will activate it even a little bit more. So go ahead and release the gesture for now and just close the eyes, relaxing into your body. Noticing any sensations, noticing the flow of your breath. And then just go ahead and hold the gesture. Left hand, tip of the thumb touches the tips of the middle and the ring fingers. Right hand, tip of the thumb touches the index and the middle finger. Shoulders always relaxed down and back. The other fingers that are not held down are gently extended. So Pushan Mudra is one that directs breath and energy into the core of the body, and it balances and activates a current of energy in the body called Samana Vayu, which expands from the center all the way out to, in this solar plexus region, all the way out on the inhale and relaxes back to the center on the exhale. It nourishes and brings energy to all of the digestive organs. And as I mentioned before, this mudra also helps us digest experiences of life, emotional experiences, allowing us to release and eliminate what we don't need and take in what we do to nourish us on an emotional level. So notice how this gesture feels for you. And if you like it, you can hold it during the pauses in between poses and movements. And if you don't like it, during those times you can just relax your hands. So go ahead, release the mudra, open the eyes if they're still closed. And we're going to start on our backs for this practice. So go ahead and lie down on your back with your feet flat and your knees bent. We'll start with a gentle movement to warm up the core. So of course these digestive organs are all in the core of the body. So we want to strengthen that area internally and externally. So lying down, feet flat, knees bent. We're going to start with some hip pulses. So inhale, gently arch the low back so the hip bones come forward and there is space between your low back and the floor. Exhale, press the low back into the floor. So try that a couple of times. Noticing how this movement will really increase the capacity to breathe into the lower belly. Good. Now interlace your fingers with the fingers outward and bring your hands to the base of your head, relaxing your elbows down. We're going to use now the hip pulsing movement with a gentle core strengthener, gentle abdominal lifts. So inhaling, arch the low back. Exhale, press the low back into the floor as you raise the upper body. Just relax the head, don't scrunch the chin like this. Relax the head. Inhale, back down, arch the low back. So we're going to repeat that 5 times. Remembering to press the low back in as you come up and exhale. Inhale, very gently arch the low back as you come back down. When we press the low back into the floor on the exhale, it actually strengthens and activates the psoas muscle, which is very important for core strength. You can probably feel that this also stretches the back of the body in a really nice way. Slow, conscious movements. And one last time. Good. Coming down, just relax for a moment. Feeling sensations in the body. Relaxing into stillness. Allowing the body to assimilate and feel any energetic changes felt as sensation resulting from that movement. Now keep your left hand behind the head and bring your right knee in towards the chest. And now we're going to do the same movement, but we're going to do it one side at a time. So inhaling, arch the low back. Exhale, press the low back into the floor as you bring your left elbow and right knee towards each other. They don't need to touch. And inhale back down, arch the low back. And we'll repeat this 4 more times. Remembering to relax the head as much as possible. So here what we're doing is in addition to strengthening the core, we are squeezing the left side of the body, which is where the stomach and the spleen are. And it stretches the back of the left side, which is where the left kidney is. So we're giving those organs an internal massage. Good, and relax back down. If any tension has arisen in your neck, just turn your head from side to side a little bit. Relax. Then the other side. So right hand behind the head, left knee in towards the chest, left hand on top of left knee. Inhale, arch the low back. Exhale, right elbow and left knee towards each other. So on the right side, we're squeezing and massaging the liver, the gallbladder, stretching the right kidney. Moving with your breath. Excellent. Slow, conscious movements. All of your attention inside the body. Good. And relax, completely relax. This mudra, if you like it, you can actually hold it lying down. So left hand, tip of the thumb touches the middle and the ring fingers. Right hand, tip of the thumb touches index and middle finger. Just relax. Bring your attention to the core of the body, the solar plexus. And feel or imagine there a golden sun, a warm, radiant ball of golden light. As you inhale, feel that golden, warm, radiant light expand on the inside, nourishing all of the internal organs. And as you exhale, just relax back to center. Good. And go ahead and release the gesture. Roll over onto one side now. Press yourselves up and come into table pose. On all fours, the wrists are lined up underneath the shoulders or with the fingertips straight ahead, or you can even widen your hands a little bit with fingertips pointing out, whichever position feels more stable for you. And go ahead and step your right foot forward, coming into what we call the knee down lunge. You might be up on your fingertips. Some people, if you have long arms, you might be flat down on your hands. Lift the chest and look up. And if you want to stretch your back leg a little bit more, straighten that rear leg coming into the runner's stretch. Good. And then exhale, bring that right knee down. Inhale, press down and forward into your front foot. Come up with the upper body. Bring palms into prayer position. Feel yourself stable here. You can stabilize yourself by that motion, as I just mentioned, pressing down and forward. That will really root your front foot. We're going to come into a twist. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, bring your left elbow over your right knee. So you're twisting over your bent knee, looking out to the side. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Bring your hands to the floor. Bring your right knee down. And now a choice here to either press your hips back, coming into an extended child's pose, nice stretch for the spine, or if you like, you can curl your toes under, lift the hips up, pressing back into downward dog. If you're in downward dog, press down and forward into your palms, press back through the hips, and extend your heels towards the floor, releasing the crown. Nice deep breath in. Whichever position you're in, take a breath in and out. And make your way back to table. Excellent. Same thing on the other side now. Step your left foot forward this time, coming in first into the knee down lunge. So the knee down lunge actually opens the hips a little bit more. Lift the chest and look up. And if you like the runner's lunge, extend the rear leg back, extending out through the rear heel. Excellent. Breath in. Exhale, bring that right knee down. Come up with the upper body, press down and forward into that front leg, front foot. So it really roots into the earth, palms in prayer position. And as you exhale, twist. Right elbow over left knee. Smile. These movements should be enjoyable. Good. Inhale back to center. Hands to the floor. Once again, press back either into downward dog, or if it feels better for you, the extended child's pose. Whichever position you're in, breathe into the back of the body. Relax. And inhale, come back to table. Now we're going to step one foot forward, then the other, coming into a relaxed forward bend. You can shake out a little bit here if you like. And then slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Knees are soft here. And really take your time to roll up, because this is a wonderful way to stretch into different portions of the spine. Slowly coming up. If you need to pause anywhere along the way to feel and breathe into a place that feels tight, go ahead and do that. Shoulders are the second to the last thing to come up. Head is the very last thing. Pause with the eyes closed. And if you like the mudra, you can hold it here. Breathing into the body, relaxing into the body. Feel that radiant golden sun on the inside, expanding on the inhale, nourishing all of your internal organs with warmth and radiance. Exhaling, relaxing back to your center. Beautiful. And if you're holding the gesture, go ahead and release it. Open the eyes. Stand with your feet together or slightly separated, whichever feels more stable for you. And bring palms into prayer position. Inhale the arms up. Drop the tailbone. Look up. Keep a nice open chest and very gently press the hips forward. Breathe into the front of the spine. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And float the arms out to the side like you're going to do a swan dive into a pool. As you exhale, leading with your chest, come forward. So a straight spine. Come forward as far as you can, and then relax the hands down. Release the head. Come as far as you can. So if you don't reach the floor, you can put your hands on your legs, or you can take hold of your elbows. If you do reach the floor, you can even tuck your fingers underneath your toes. Relax the head. Breathe into the back of the body. Holding, become still and quiet as you hold here for a couple of breaths. Good. And to release, extend the arms out to the side once again, doing a reverse ragdoll. And here we have to use the core in order to keep any strain out of the back. So come on up slowly. Relax. Now, if there's something going on in your low back, instead of coming up with straight legs, instead you should bend the knees like this. Bring hands up. Once again, gentle back bend. Relax the tailbone towards the floor. Nice open chest. Look up. Breathe into the front of the spine. Inhale back to center. Float the arms out to the sides once again. Palms facing forward and twist to your right side, looking over your right thumb. Back through the center. Other side. Beautiful. Back to the center. And just relax the arms down. Once again, closing the eyes. Take a moment to feel. Just feel what's going on the inside. Sensations, pulsations. Noticing. Becoming familiar with the language of feeling your own prana, your own energy. And if you like the gesture, you can hold it here. Feeling that warm, radiant, internal golden sun expand with its warm, radiant golden light on the inhale, relaxing back to center as you exhale. As you inhale, feel it nourishing all of your internal organs with strength and health, relaxing back to center into stillness. Good. Go ahead and release the mudra once again. Open the eyes. Stand with your feet about hip width apart. Hands on hips. We're going to do our hip circles. Those of you who take my classes or who are tuning into all of these might notice that this is one movement that I like to do in practically every practice. Such a wonderful, wonderful movement. And the other way. Good. Now come back to center. We're going to add the upper body to this movement today. So I will show you from the front and the back. This is called grinding tofu, or the spring sun returns to its source. Two interesting names. So shift your hips to your right, arms go to the left. Hips circle back, as the arms go forward. And imagine that you're gathering energy. Then hips go to the opposite way of the arms. As the hips press forward, we're going to bring a ball of energy right into the center. So, gathering energy, bringing it right into our center. Beautiful. Full body exercise. Energy follows our attention. So if you imagine or feel yourself gathering energy and bringing it right into the center, you will increase the chi or the prana, the vital energy inside. Good, then we'll go the other way. I'll show you from behind. Nice and slow, such a wonderful movement. So the lower body is stable, the upper body is soft and flowing. Good, one more time. Good, coming back to center. Let's pause once again, with or without the gesture. Nourishing your inner organs, your inner body with that warmth and radiance. Golden internal sun, rich in nutrients, energetic nutrients. Bathing and filling the inner body with this healing, potent, vital energy. Good. And if you're holding the gesture, gently release it. Open the eyes. Stand with your feet about hip-width apart, circle arms behind you, interlacing fingers behind the back, roll the shoulders down and back, stretch. And now bend the knees, come forward with the upper body. If there's room in your shoulders, you can extend the arms up and slightly forward, releasing the head. Otherwise, just let the arms come wherever they will. Don't force here. And then release the arms, let them float down to the floor. Make your way down onto your knees first. Straightening out my mat here. And shift your hips, coming to sit with the legs out in front. Now, if you need some height underneath your hips to feel comfortable sitting with the legs outstretched, go ahead and take a folded blanket or a pillow. Probably, unless you have very, very tight hamstrings, too much height is not so good, but a little bit of a folded blanket is usually sufficient for most people. Sitting with your legs out in front, and then widen them a little bit. Interlace your fingers outward, and we're going to do, this is called grinding. So a similar movement with the upper body, but here we're using the core. This is a movement that was used in the old grinding machines, grinding grains into meal. Still used in some parts of the world. I've seen them in India, actually. Good, and then the other way. Wonderful. And come back to center. Pause again in a comfortable seated position, holding the gesture if you liked it. Relaxing into stillness. Feeling that warm golden light on the inside, healing, nurturing, good. And go ahead and release the mudra once again. Come onto your back once again, feet flat, knees bent. Hugging the knees in. Nice and tight. Press your thighs into your belly, your spine into the floor. This is also very, very good for digestion. And then go ahead and rock a little bit. Circle knees around. And then go ahead and stretch out into corpse pose. Feet comfortable distance away from each other. Shoulders relaxed down and back. Palms facing up. You might need to support your knees if there's anything going on in your low back. Some people like to put a thin layer underneath their head, especially if you find that your head is way back like this when you lie down, depending on what's going on in your neck. You should be comfortable, supported in whatever way feels good. Close the eyes and relax. Become aware once again of your breath. Breath flowing in, breath flowing out. Bring your attention once again to the center of the body. Feeling or imagining there a warm, radiant, sparkling ball of light, golden light like the golden sun. And as you inhale, feel or imagine that internal golden light radiating from your center into all the cells of the body. And as you exhale, feel it relaxing back to center. Inhaling, beautiful, warm, radiant, nourishing golden light seeping into all of the trillions of cells in your body. Exhaling, relaxing into stillness. And continue like this for the next few breaths. Until all 50 trillion cells of the body are radiant, sparkling, nourished, with vitality, healing, and health. And now just relax back into deep stillness. And you can continue relaxing here for as long as you like. But I'm going to end our official session with the yogi's prayer. Om Shanti, peace. May all beings in all the realms be happy. May all beings in all the realms know peace. And may we also always be happy and always know peace.